Nix Note 2 is a kind of Evernote application with many features and is compatible with Linux and Windows. I'm using Linux, but I think that is identical with Windows. So to open Nix Note, this is Nix Note, and I'm going to open my application, and you can see there is the default menu to create a notebook is a folder, and I can my tips. So tips 1, this is my tips 1 because I have already a tips. And to create a note, simply I do like this. I do a new note, and you see that the list of notes associated with this folder are listed here. So I can just rename this note. So here I put the title, for example, MySQL change root password, and here I can just for example, I can just put the command, so alter user, for example, root at localhost, identified with MySQL native password with root. This is real tips, and you can see that I can just choose the font, this Albertus. Can just for every word the character. I can just change the color here, and you can see this is red, and I can align center. There's a lot as a kind of stuff. This is the function. If you press the right button, you can just insert what you want, underline, and this will be underlined, and this to change the color, to remove formatting, and to put bold, and the stuff that you need. The most important is this nice feature, mark as done, change date, clear reminder. So I can just to put a reminder, for example, for a minus, so you can see that in a minus these tips will expire. A nice feature that I noticed is you can attach a file, kind of image. You can just to put for example an image. Let's see if I find something. I have only video, and this is, I can just put an images, you can see. So my notes are nice, and I can create table, example 6 row, 6 row, and here we go. This is very nice. It's very complete and with a lot of feature. And most I like, you can create a to-do, for example, a list of stuff that you have to do. Let's try to buy cheese. And then you can just use this listing, so you see that it's working. And to buy bread, and like this, to buy water, and you see that this can be transformed in a to-do. So let's try and Control Shift C, and this will become a normal to-do where you can just to check when you complete. And this is a great feature to create this. You see Control Shift C, and there we go, and it's nice, very very nice. So to buy alcohol, so remember the shortcut. And in this case you can of course create a lot of to-do, so you can create your to-do and your tips. Me, I like much this because I can create my stuff, and for example a nice stuff that you can do. For example, you can just to do a note with the link. That is very nice. For example, rename Linux, let's see my video, and this is so I create a new note here, and you see I put the title, so rename files in Linux, and here I can just to put here my link, I can see, or you can create a new stock. You see, that's one, and you can create a new stock. And another feature that I like much with this application, here we go, to set you have to press this arrow, and you can just to transform this in a kind of link, so you can do many stuff with a link. So you can see that I just added, and so every note can be associated with the link. If you found something on the net, is nice to have, and moreover, let's see another feature very nice. If I'm talking about my SQL, I'm going to put that return the tag, so change root password. So I have many tags, and when I want to search, that's what be nice, my SQL, and are going to search inside the stack. So you see that can become bold, and you can find your stuff. If you want to search all the notebooks, of course you select all your notebooks, and logically you can just to press properties and to change the name of this folder, so tips folder, and you see that you can just have a multi-level. Okay, and this is another folder, just to understand how it works. So these are the notebooks, and you can put here a folder under the main, and yeah, you can add here your new Control N, and you can create here the title, so PHP, and here you put how to install, and it's very complete, and a nice feature. Let's see, for example, I use install on Ubuntu, so I went on the Ubuntu site and I took the HTML. Let's try And you can see I did paste, I copied from the official site, and here I put the link, you can see, and I put, so you can see that I have all my tags, and logically I can save all my research. And you can do, using the attribute, you can, for example, select all the tips containing an image, an audio, and a to-do. This contains a to-do, and you can associate a link. So this is a nice way to search, really, because it's much powerful, and you can just you select the note yesterday, this week, and you see that you can of course search. Okay, or contain the stuff. There we go. There are a lot of filter, and you can just to use this up in the way that you need, because there are many criteria that you can adjust. But why I prepared this document, because the nice feature that you can change the background. The screen is not so good, so this is a table. Let's say it's a table, and let's put this gray. Keep pressed. Okay. And what you can do, this is all saved automatically, but you can just do something nice, that is this. You can export all notes. So this is the file that you can export all, and everything will be installed in this format and Nix. And you can export as PDF, and the single note will be installed, will be created with the PDF. Let's try test 2, and now I'm going to use, and you see that is everything. When you need to give some note to your colleague or everyone, it's very nice to have this tool. When you need to open, this will be in the try the application, and the shortcuts cursor, and you can see that are the recent, and you can create a new note, and we open a new window with the note, or you can do simply show. You can see, and there is the most powerful, I think, are the tags. So this with the time over here will be being database when you start, and logically you can mark all this as done. Okay, and this will be underlined with a stroke. Okay, and you can remove the reminder, or it's your choice. So disappear the creation, the update the subject. Okay, you can set the location, and this is the author, me, and like this. So returning in my notebook, I can create mini notebook. For example, install Nix Note 2. I'm going to take Google, and I'm going to create a new note. As always, Control N. I have to change the title, and in this case install Nix Note on Ubuntu, and I'm going here to put this like this. So let's try again on my notebooks. When I need to search for Nix, you can see that I press enter and here is my note. If I clear here the search. So I think this is a nice way, this version, to run the Baumgart. I think is nice, and I'm using for my job, for my work, and also you can disable the editing, and you see it will be not editable, just to read when you want only the consultation, you see, and you can open a new tab, this or just to do show. You can add a new note. Let's see all the menu, delete a note, and we'll ask if you want yes, because it will no sense. You can copy the link, you see, and you can logically, here we go. And when you want to do it, you need to synchronize all the stuff. And you can duplicate the notes. Let's try, and we'll put a word copy. And you can just remind to remove or mark as completed. Okay, this is my reminder. And this is my tips. And you can see change date will create this a new reminder. You see that appears today, and logically will appear here a kind of alert that will tell you that it's going to expire. And you see there are a lot of stuff you press in this error, so the location and like this. So I think that remember that all full notes and notebooks are on the left, and you have to use this if you want to use this application. And I think I also plug in that you can use another view, another future, because this graphical is not the full. That's an error of notes list. You see. You need to synchronize with Evernote. I didn't do this, but also the spell check is nice to use. I tried. So intentionally I did. So spell check. This is not working. So let's try again. Again, error is not working probably, but I think it has to work. When I was at work today, I used it, and I realized the theme Solarize Dark. I can see there is this is nice when you want to change. Okay, there are many stuff like this. Change the icon and the color. So what it's there, I can use this just icon on the toolbar. You see. Basically this is an app, and I think is very nice. Logically as the drag and drop functionality, and you can put the shortcut. You see, when you put the shortcut here, you can put some shortcut when you need quickly to see. can just you have a kind, and you can remove from the shortcut, and you can just, what is most important for you, you can put here, and you see the number of note inside the notebook, in this case 3, here are 2, and you can just you open the note like this. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you like. Remember, Nix Note 2 is a great tool. I think you should like. I'm using, and it's very nice. Thanks for watching.